This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com.
And a very pleasant good evening, everyone, as we welcome you to Preston High School, as tonight the Preston Indians play host to the Snake River Panthers. It is the closing week of the regular season, and for Preston, they come in here with a record of 2-5. They've unfortunately lost their last 4 in a row. As John Slaughter joining us here tonight, Alan White on camera this evening, and John Beverly back in the studio with us. And John, we've been harping on it for weeks. Those 4 games that were going to be so tough, and that ended up being really the difference between what would look like a successful season 6 weeks ago and coming in with a record under 500 here tonight.
Right, and those 4 games, they were extremely well played teams that are well organized teams. They weren't slumps by any stretch of the imagination, and Preston was able to give them a game, in the first half, except for Century. Except for that game, right. They were able to stay with them. But the second half, in 2 of those games especially, that's when they blew it open and put Preston back on their heels. Yeah,
that's exactly what I was going to say. It looked like, except for the Century game, that they were very much in 3 of those 4 games and had a chance to win, but just couldn't close it out.
Right, and there is a lot of talent on this team. It just takes a while to gel, and if we had 8, 9, 10 games, maybe by we'd probably be able to get some confidence built back up. But, after a couple of hand slaps that we've taken the last couple of weeks, right. It's really hard for these kids to get up week by week. And so, but, yeah, I think we're going to see something good. I think they have some optimism for tonight's game. Snake River's not going to be a pushover,
right.
But they're going to, they should be able to hang with them really well.
Snake River comes in, game under 500. They're 3-4 on the year. They lost their first 4 games this season, but they come in on a 3-game winning streak.
Right, and I'm not sure who they lost to, but I'll bet if you look at the records of the teams that they lost to, they're going to be someone to contend with tonight.
Their losses in the first 4 came against Kimberly, Westside, Blackfoot, and South Fremont.
Blackfoot and Kimberly are both up in the rankings.
And Westside.
And Westside. Oh yeah, Westside back basically undefeated this year. So
they started the season basically with what Preston had. Walking the gauntlet for the first 4 games of the year. Their wins this year for Snake River have come against. Where's my notes? I've lost my notes. I'll have to find it. Oh, there it is. Their wins have come against Teton, Marsh Valley, and American Falls. So a little bit smaller schools, but still, they're riding a 3-game winning streak and riding high coming into this game here tonight.
And that makes all the difference in the world. You come in off of a win versus a loss. Your confidence is going to be higher.
That's right.
And I would really like to see the Indians pick up the pace tonight and say, you know what, we've got nothing to lose, because this game doesn't mean anything to either team, and so they don't have anything to play for either team, really.
Right.
It's the last game of the season, and, I hope they just come out and have fun and really be able to just enjoy the game.
And for Preston, they had a little bit of an injury problem last week. We saw both Eric Thorson and Hunter Wright leave the game with what looked like ankle injuries. Wright is in uniform and out on the field. Eric Thorson, Emery Thorson, will not play tonight. They thought his ankle was broken. He is hoping that if cards fall the right way tonight and Preston still has an outside shot to make a playoff game next week, that he might be able to play next week. Chevy Nelson, of course, still with that back, is not going to play tonight either.
Right.
He's out for the year. So a little bit of an injury bug stepping up and biting the Indians here late in the season, but we'll go through and see what we can make out with what we have here tonight.
Yeah. And it's going to be a good game. I mean, we still have a lot of talent out there. I think Brecker Knapp's going to be able to step up. He's got he's going to come out and say, hey, you know what? Let me show you what I can do. And Harris, he's going to be on key. There's going to be some good touches tonight.
So that is your scene setter for this evening. It's kind of overcast, it's cool, and it's going to be a very interesting game here tonight. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll look at highlights from last week's game here against Pocatello. We'll do all that as we continue right after this timeout.
KACA.
Hi, everybody. It's Dan Hubbard for ChemDry of Northern Utah. Not too long ago, we found ourselves really needing to have our carpets cleaned. Dirt, stains, pet hair, and remnants of all those chemicals trying to melt snow from last winter had our carpets looking dull, dingy, and ugly. We called Teresa and Daryl at ChemDry of Northern Utah, and in a very short time, they had our carpets looking like new. Not only did they clean our carpets, but they got up all that leftover pet hair to the point where you couldn't tell that we had pets in the house at all. It was like we had brand new carpets all over again. So if you live anywhere in Cache County or in Box Elder County, call Teresa and Daryl at ChemDry of Northern Utah at 435-752-6100 and let them take care of your carpets. You won't be disappointed. We weren't. 435-752-6100 for ChemDry of Northern.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
Sushi, a word that is as fun to say as the food is to eat. Try it. Say sushi. Now run down to Stokes Market and pick up some fresh-made sushi. Yes, I said Stokes Market. They now have the family fresh sushi specialists making outstanding sushi platters and party trays fresh every day. They even make up custom platters so you can get your favorite sushi dishes. Any kind of fish upon request, even vegetable sushi available with no meat. Enjoy the fresh-made platters already available or order the kind of sushi you want. Give them 2 hours and a special custom sushi platter will be waiting for you at Stokes Market in Preston. Go ahead, say it. I know you want to. Sushi, fresh for you right now.
KACA.
Welcome back to the Preston Pregame Show. It's the Indians and the Snake River Panthers coming up in just a few minutes. Time to take a look at some of the highlights from last week's game against Pocatello. Pokey got on the board first with a 24-yard field goal and made the game 3-0. Preston got on the board for the first time in the early part of the second quarter. That's when Brecker Knapp scampered 3 yards for his first rushing touchdown of the year.
Again, Iverson the lone setback. Brecker rolling right, looking, trying to pull it down, dives, and he is in. Touchdown.
Well, that's good to see Knapp finally get that run and across the goal line, for the extra.
Cue the fireworks.
Cue the fireworks, Al. That was a touchdown. But, Knapp with a good run was able to cut off, run to the right, cut up the center, wide open, dove into the end zone.
The extra point was no good, and Preston led 6-3. It stayed that way through halftime, but Pocatello added a pair of touchdowns in the third quarter and led 16-6 after 3. Early in the fourth quarter, Pocatello would add another touchdown and extended the lead to 22-6. Preston got back in the end zone when Knapp found Cole Harris for a 22-yard connection.
Twins to each side. Going to roll left, looking left. Throws toward the end zone. There's Harris. Did he get it?
He got it.
He's got it. He took a big shove in the back, but he hung on for the touchdown.
Great catch by Harris. He had to go up for it, and he came down, and he was hit right as it came down. And great catch by Harris.
That's his first catch of the night. Good for a 22-yard score.
That'll make that leg feel better, whatever is ailing him with that limp.
With the score 22-12, Pocatello would add another score late in the fourth and bring the final score to 29-12. As we continue on the pregame show, it'll be time for our weekly chat with Eric Thorson. He joins us as the pregame show continues. This is the Indian Countdown to Kickoff on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and on mylocalradio.com.
What you need when you need it at Baumgart's A Baumgar store near you will be hosting a Ladies' Night special event at a special time this Sunday from 5 to 8 p.m. Go to baumgars.com for locations and details. A portion of the evening's proceeds will be donated to local community cancer centers and hospitals. There will be a 20% discount off regular prices for the women in attendance. You can also register to win gift cards. The people on your list should browse the store ahead of time to make a wish list. And ladies, while you're at Baumgars, you can make your own wish list. So mark your calendar for the Baumgars Ladies' Night this Sunday from 5 to 8 p.m. We hope to see you there.
What you need when you need it at Baumgars.
The year is 1945. America is at war with Japan. The average home costs $5,000. And a day's worth of hard labor will earn you $9. 1945 is the year West Motor Company said, hey, let's sell cars in Cache Valley and give people a better car buying experience. Today, 75 years later, West Motor is still giving you a better experience. Right now, enjoy 0% financing or save more than ever on a new truck or SUV. See westmotorcompany.com for pictures, details, and discounts on every vehicle.
westmotorcompany.com.
Tonight's pregame visit with the coach is brought to you by Rounds & Associates Insurance Services Incorporated, the local independent insurance agency offering you many different options for all of your insurance needs. Call for your competitive quote today at 208-852-20. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service is an independent insurance agency with Allstate, Travelers, Auto Owners, Safeco, Progressive, and Nationwide, just to name a few. Stop by the office for your competitive quote today. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call 208-852-2500. Rounds & Associates Insurance, supporting both the Westside Pirates and the Preston Indians on to victory. You've got this. Don't weaken. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call today, 208-852-2500.
Welcome back here to the pregame show. Spent a few minutes with Coach Eric Thorson before we kick this game off against Snake River here in just a little bit. You ever feel like you just want to slam on the brakes and say, hold on, this season's going by way too fast?
Yeah, it has. It really has been a fast season. The players have been, it's been a pleasure to be their coach. Great players, great team. They've worked hard. And that's probably what makes it go by fast.
And here it is, it's senior night. You have to end up saying goodbye, at least for the home side of the schedule, to a whole bunch of good seniors who you've had now for a couple of years.
Yeah, just great kids. Special memories they've made, and you love players regardless of their level of ability in the game of football. When you just have kids that try their best and they're the best that they can be, it's just a great experience, and we will miss them.
I know the season, probably when you look back, it probably hasn't come out the way you would have hoped or projected, and with this losing streak here at the end of the year. But as we move on to Snake River tonight, I'm sure you still have fond memories of what the season has produced.
Well, yeah. Obviously, if you go straight win-loss column, being 2-5 right now isn't anything anyone's putting on their goal book. But honestly, as we look at the level of play, this team has really played as a self-reflection team. They said, how well have we been playing? When we lose, we've lost 5 games this year. The teams we've lost to have a combined loss record of 9 games. I mean, these are great teams we're playing. And we've played really well. We wanted to step up as a program. We wanted to challenge ourselves, and we found that challenge. So really, as far as saying things didn't work out the way we wanted them to, well, they never are unless you're perfect with the state championship trophy in your hand, I guess. But because that is what we want. But there's been a lot of good things there.
I guess what Eric Bieniemy said a few years ago in a speech that he was giving. He talked about football not being a numbers game; it's an alphabet game. He said it was about W's and L's, but that's not necessarily true all the time.
Well, you're working with a high school program. We want to win every game, and we're working with developing young men There's a special reason that communities flock around their high school football team. It is the community, and we're just happy to be here in such a great community with great young men and get better as a football team.
Let's move on. Let's talk a little bit about Snake River here tonight. A team that you lost to last year on the road, and you get the chance to get them again back here at home.
Yeah. No, it's 2 years in a row where we've gone in with this game feeling like we had the upper hand and lost the last 2 years. So we're hoping to change that tonight.
That was the one start that Brecker made last year, was over there at Snake River when Ty was hurt. Does Brecker have any knowledge that will help him going into this game that you might remember from last year?
Well, he has a year of experience behind him. Coming in on the team that he was playing on, being a first start that late in the year, those were pretty big shoes to fill. And now you have a much more confident quarterback, a team leader, and I hope he's going to handle this situation as such.
This can be a cold one, but it should be a fun one. Good, and wish you the best of luck tonight.
Yeah, late season football in Idaho. This is the best as it gets.
That's Coach Eric Thorson here at the Pregame Show. Take a time out. Back with more after this.
KACH, my local radio.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
Having your prescriptions refilled has never been easier. You can refill 24/7, set reminders, save medications, and access your account from the new My Community Pharmacy mobile app offered by Preston Drug. It's simple to use and it's simple to get. Log on to prestondrug.com and enter your mobile number. We'll send you the app. It's as simple as that. There are some things in life that have been made easier through technology. This is one of them. The app offered by Preston Drug is a quick and easy way to refill medications and promote a healthy lifestyle. Visit prestondrug.com.
There are lots of reasons why Sanders Furniture has been in business for 88 years. One reason is the quality brand appliances and furnishings you can get when you shop at Sanders Furniture, like Amana, Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid. You'll also find comfortable recliners and seating, tables, beds and mattresses, home decor, and accents. If you like to shop where you're appreciated without a bunch of pressure from the salesman, then make sure you stop by Sanders Furniture today. We appreciate every customer. 148 South Main Street, Soda.
The keys to tonight's game are brought to you by Naylor Insurance. For farm, auto, home health, and life from Mutual of Enumclaw, nobody cares like we do. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State, Suite A.
Regardless of which insurance company you use, when you add a teen driver to your vehicle policy, your rates increase. This is Cheryl Kimball with Naylor Insurance in Preston. If you've got teen drivers, you need to know about the rate-saving plan offered through Mutual of Enumclaw Insurance. Teen Smart is an 8-hour program that, once completed, will lower your rates and make your teen a better driver. Savings and increased safety. It's a win-win. Call us today, 208-852-08.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
And welcome back here to Preston High School. It's the Indians and the Snake River Panthers coming up in just a few minutes. As you see, we're about 7 minutes away from opening kick here tonight, John. And we talk about keys to tonight's game. What do you think's on the tap tonight for Preston? What do they need to get done to be able to pick up a W?
Well, technically for Preston tonight, it's fate. There's things that they can't control. It's totally out of their hands right now. A win will help them in the rankings a little bit, and like we talked about, a couple losses to other teams. So tonight, being with Snake River, I would like to see these guys come out like they have nothing to win, nothing to lose. Just come out full power, play their game, and don't worry about it. The second thing is I'd like to see the hookup between Harris and Brecker Knapp a little more. It's been kind of slow the last couple of weeks, I think. But Harris has been well defended. I mean, I'll say that much, and Brecker hasn't had a lot of time. So if the line steps up, gives Brecker time, and he makes that connection with Harris and a couple of others, Wright, England, and a few others, of course, spreading it out. But get Harris involved because he's such a fantastic athlete. I'd like to see that a little bit more. And then third of all, the coaches, the plays that they send in, let them hope they play to their strength. The running game has been hot and cold this year. If we can open up the holes, if the line is playing good, we can open up the holes, use the run. But if it's not working, go to the pass, go to the air, and see what happens. So that's what I hope to see tonight is that these kids come out and the coaches get them excited to play, because this could be their last game of the year. But on the other hand, we may get to play another one next week.
Yeah, that's very true. One other side note, Cole Harris, if he catches one touchdown pass tonight, he would match his number from last year. He would have 7 touchdown catches this year, same as he had last year.
Okay, we'll look for that to happen.
Take a timeout. We'll come back, check other games going on around the area right after this.
KACH, my local radio.
There's a special bond between people and their pets. One that's built during playtime, chore time, cuddle time, and of course, lots of meal times. That's why IFA Country Stores carries all the best food for all kinds of pets, whether they're a part of your lifestyle, a part of your livelihood, or a part of your family. IFA Country Stores, helping to grow the things you love.
More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsized, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information, 435-232-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction, 435-232-1837.
If you feel like your bank works against you, we invite you to move your accounts to Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. We work for you, not against you. Serving Southeast Idaho for over 65 years, we offer totally free checking with cash back rewards, 0 fees credit cards, low auto loan rates, and excellent customer service. Visit today, 311 South Highway 91, Preston. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
KACH.
Well, a quick look around the other games that are happening around the area tonight, as Westside played last night and picked up a big win. They finished their season 8-0. Century is at Pocatello tonight, as that game being played at Highland High School. Skyline takes on Shelley. Mountain Home is at Sugar Salem. Hillcrest will be at Thunder Ridge. Blackfoot is at Bonneville tonight. Grace is at Butler County. Highland is at Idaho Falls. American Falls against Marsh Valley, and Soda Springs against Valley. A couple of games down in the Utah area as they started their playoffs tonight. Logan was leading 21-7 starting the third quarter, and Desert Hills was leading Mountain Crest in the second half of that game as well. We invite you to stay tuned now for exciting Preston Indian football is coming up next.
KACH.
In the good old days, you did business with people who treated you well, had a firm handshake, and looked you in the eye. At West Motor here in Preston and Logan, that's the way we did it. Since then, we've grown and added technology, but we didn't leave the good stuff out. We still offer a free car wash when you're in for service. We offer quality Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Ford vehicles. We look you in the eye when we give you our no-charge lifetime powertrain warranty, and we finish every deal with a firm handshake. The good old days were good, and these days are good too. We know we've been here all along. Visit West Motor today.
West Motor Company.
There's a special bond between people and their pets. One that's built during playtime, chore time, cuddle time, and of course, lots of meal times. That's why IFA Country Stores carries all the best food for all kinds of pets, whether they're a part of your lifestyle, a part of your livelihood, or a part of your family. IFA Country Stores, helping to grow the things you love.
Behind every project is a True Value. At Stokes Market and True Value in Preston, whether you need hardware, dog food, tools, batteries, plumbing supplies, paint, or cleaning products, you'll find them all. Plus a whole lot more at Stokes Market and True Value. With a large inventory, you'll find all the big name brands you trust and low prices every time you visit. So whether you're just starting or you're in the middle of a project, stop in today and visit our friendly, knowledgeable staff. Stokes Market and True Value, 217 South State.
A proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
It's time for Preston Indians football. The New Look Indians take the field looking to bring home a conference title and qualify for another trip to the state playoffs. Tonight's game is brought to you by West Motors, celebrating their 75th year in the Cache Valley. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meats and produce, and now preparing and selling sushi. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, for all the parts your car may need to keep running strong. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park region in Preston. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto, the Mutual of Enumclaw. Preston Pharmacy, now with their own phone app to help make tracking your prescriptions easier. And by Cornerstone Realty. When you're ready to sell your home or purchase the home of your dreams, call Cornerstone Realty. They want to be your agent. This broadcast is made possible through an agreement between Preston High School and Cook Brothers Broadcasting and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast of this game in whole or in part without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting is strictly prohibited.
As we welcome you back here to Preston High School, Dan Hubbard along with John Slaughter, Alan White, our cameraman tonight, and John Beverly back in studio. We welcome you to Preston Indians football as the Indians tonight will take on the Snake River Panthers. Last year, the Panthers winning at their place, and Preston gets a chance on senior night and the final game of the regular season to face the Panthers here again as we get ready to head into this game here tonight. As the Indians come in a little nicked up at several places, including one of their wide receivers and guys who carry the ball a lot, and Emery Thorson will not play because of an ankle injury. But it's still like normal. It's going to fall on the shoulders of the quarterback, John, of course, when we're talking about Brecker Knapp.
Yep, and the Brecker's got a big job ahead of him, but he has some good seniors out there that's getting ready to catch. He's got Hunter Wright. Green can catch a few passes from the backfield. He's got England. There's a number. There's Cole Harris, of course, to throw to. So Emery's going to be missed. The good news is he's only a sophomore, and he'll be able to be around for a couple of years.
As has been the case most of the year, Preston won the toss, and they have deferred as we keep tabs of some of the strangest things. Preston this year has gone 6-2 on coin tosses, and deferred 5 times.
Yeah, and they've deferred. But last week they took the ball. They wanted the ball, and that was kind of interesting. They started out good with it too. So I thought for sure they'd probably take the ball the first round, but
with Emery Thorson not dressed tonight, it'll be Devin Inglet who will do the kickoff duties. As Preston, if you're listening on the radio, will go right to left here in the first quarter. It's a line drive kick, comes down about the 10-yard line, straight ahead, as bringing the ball across the 35 and brought down at about the 37 was Trey Poulter, one of their seniors for Snake River.
Poulter with a good run back out to the 35. He broke a couple of tackles and then was finally wrapped up and brought down by, I believe it was Iverson that brought him down.
Snake River is one of those teams who don't share any stats with anybody, so we kind of come in blind here a little bit on what to expect offensively from the Panthers, as they'll line up really in a really tight bunch formation, pair of running backs behind the quarterback, man in motion coming back here to the near side, and they'll hand it off as they come around the right side, gets around the corner, gets across midfield, still on his feet, as we get a whole. It turns into a rugby scrum, just pushing everybody forward and getting off the bottom of the pile. It is Chandler Combs.
Number 23, and he's a powerful runner. I understand from what I caught earlier that he is one of their power runners.
So he picks up a first down on the first play from scrimmage, and then they go right straight ahead again. And this one's going to pick up about 4 yards.
Yeah, that was the quarterback keep. Quarterback kept that one. Went forward.
Quarterback is Cole Gilbert, number 16. As they're going to go quick. As once again, straight ahead and grabbing him around the waist and not letting him go anywhere was Ethan Pearson.
Ethan, a senior this year, honored at senior night, and he's been doing a good job on that line. We've called his name a couple of times this year, so it's good to see him get in there and step up. Was almost stripped out by Josh Reed.
Third down and about 3, and then falling down. Boy, he had a wide open corner and kind of stepped on his own feet, and that's somebody we don't have a number for in number 10.
10, yeah, I don't have a name for him either on my list. So, he's also the kicker, I do believe.
Okay.
So, we'll watch for him tonight, and we'll see maybe somebody will relay a name for us.
The offense will stay on the field. It's 4th down and 7 after the loss of yardage. From the right hash, and once again, Snake River comes up in that bunch formation, 2 running backs, as behind, they're trying to get Preston to jump, as Gilbert barks out the hard count, and now forced to take a timeout. As a timeout early here, and they'll see they'll probably bring on the punt team now with 4th down, or will they still go for it and decide they want to run another play as we'll keep it here through this break. What do you think, John? First possession, do you run the play? If Preston's defense didn't jump, they did a good job there.
They're down on our 40-yard line, so I'm kind of guessing they're going to go for it because they don't, I don't know how good their punter is, but even that would put them back probably into the end zone and out to the 20. So. Or 20 or 30, yeah, it's to 20. Be out to the 20. So I think they're going to go for it, personally. I know they tried to jump, but that was a great concentration by the Indians to not jump on that hard count.
If you're not going to throw the ball, might just as well give it to Big Combs again, and let him see if he can just move that pile like they did on the first carry tonight.
On his first carry tonight, yeah.
It'll be Combs and Hawker in the backfield. Combs actually lines up on a wing.
Got a double wing situation here.
Man in motion. They fake the handoff. They go down the middle. Got a man wide open, and it's behind him as Trey Poulter was 10 yards behind everybody.
Yeah, and the intended receivers, number 7, Trey Poulter, like you said, and he kind of sprained his ankle as he tried to twist and grab that ball from behind his head.
So they'll turn it over on downs. And Preston will get the ball for the first time. They'll show 4 wides. Single setback is Iverson. They have 3 receivers to the right with Tate Reed lining up in the slot. Knapp's just a design run. He's going to go around the right side. He's going to pick up maybe a yard and a half as they bring him down about the 41-yard line.
His mistake on that run is he tucked the ball in right as soon as he got it. So the whole defense saw that it was a run. So when he was running straight to the right, they had time to get over there and stop him to be able to turn the corner and go upfield. He's got to pretend he's going to throw in order to make that cutback through the line.
Right. So second down, call it 9 after a 1-yard run. And they'll line up again. Twins to each side this time. Cole Harris lines up in the slot left, and he's going to go in motion. And they give it to Iverson, a little cross-buck action. And Iverson gets up to about the 46, and before he's finally pushed back, it'll be a gain of 5 and bring down Brown third down and still be about 4 yards to go, maybe 5.
That's kind of interesting. They're starting out with two runs right off the bat. And I was saying we need to get put the passing game into play.
So here comes their first third down attempt, something that they have not been very good on for the last 3 or 4 weeks in third down conversions. Again, Twins to each side. Iverson the lone setback. Fake. They'll go to Harris. He's got out and a good hit.
Yeah.
Knocks the ball loose as Harris was rocked by number 44, Jace Mortensen, just as the ball arrived.
Yeah, that Harris actually had it. I think it could have brought it down. If that hit hadn't have been so hard right up high, he could have brought that down. That would have been a first down. So, but, yeah, Harris, there we go. We got Harris involved, and I'm sure we'll see a lot of successful catches.
Preston lines up in a punt formation. Brooker Knapp drops back to kick. And I believe that is Mortensen who just made the big hit back deep to receive the punt.
Nice
it is.
kick.
Nice kick by Knapp. Mortensen's going to let it bounce. Takes a big Preston bounce down inside the 15 and touched it about the 13-yard line.
Yep. The ball took a bounce towards Preston's goal line, but then it started coming back, so they jumped on it. So it's hard to say. No telling what way that ball's going to bounce half the time.
So each team turns the ball over on downs, basically. Preston punts their first possession. And now here comes the Snake River offense back out on the field again as they start this possession back deeper in their own territory. They actually spot the ball at the 15-yard line. So 1st and 10 from there. Again, 2 setbacks and an offset pro set as Combs wants to throw. It's a screen pass here to the near side and defended well and knocked away.
It was knocked away by Tate Rollins as he knocked it away, so it was unable, broke up a nice, what it could have been a nice catch.
They act like they had seen that before as they knew exactly what was coming.
Yeah, it was almost set up like a screen, yeah, but only he was out in front of the lineman.
So 2nd down and 10 yards to go from their own 15. Again, they'll line up with 2 men in the backfield.
Tight formation.
And this time they hand it off as they're trying to go around the left side and brought down. Short gain over there as again coming off the bottom of the pile is number 20 this time, I believe, Keegan Ashley.
Tate Rollins on the tackle. Good open field single tackle. He got a lone tackle on that, so good tackle by.
Ashley picks up about 6 on the play. It's going to be 3rd down. Call it 4. As they'll see what they can do on this 3rd down conversion. They need to get to the 25. Combs and Hawker in the backfield. They give it to Combs. He's going to try to go around the left side. He's going to be short. He's not going to get there.
Yeah, he was dumped right at the line of scrimmage. Great effort by Josh Reed and Iverson, actually. Both of them were right there on the tackle.
And deep in their own territory, it looks like the punt team now going to come on here for Snake River as well as they'll punt the ball back to Preston. As Cole Gilbert, the quarterback, drops back into punt formation. And Devin Inglet dropping back deep to receive the punt here for Preston.
It's always a dangerous situation when the quarterback's the kicker.
Line drive kick kind of hooked it. And as he hooked it out of bounds, it's going to go out of bounds at about the Preston 40-yard line. And that's where the Preston offense will come back and go back to work. 6:50 here in the left here in the first quarter. Neither side has scored as of yet in tonight's game, brought to you in part by Franklin County Medical Center, providing you the best care in all of the Cache Valley. Franklin County Medical Center, 44th North, 1st West here in Preston. So the offense back on the on the field again. Knapp missed on his only pass attempt in the first possession. As they'll keep the ball on the ground straight ahead. Iverson gets near the 45 and pushed back. So it'll be a gain of about 5 on that time for Charles.
Started out to be a good run as he dove into the line, but by the time he gained 4 yards, he had about 5 white jerseys all around him. So, and then it was just a push and shove game from there on. So
that's kind of what Snake River does. It's a helmet on helmet. Sometimes they try to put 2 guys on one of your defensive men and just try to outman you and outmuscle you. Knapp out of the shotgun, rolling left, wants to throw underneath. He's off the hands, just a little too tall, trying to get it to Cole Harris again. And it falls incomplete and stops the clock.
The ball was in the gloves of Cole Harris, but he just couldn't quite. He was right on he may have been out of bounds by the time he caught it anyway, but that was a close one. Their connection isn't quite there yet.
Maybe instead of those gold shoes, he needed gold gloves.
Yeah, well, actually, he does have gold gloves on. When you look, he actually does have gold gloves on.
Yes, as a matter of fact, he does, doesn't he? So still 3rd down and 6 here for the Indians. At their own 45. Twins to each side. Defense jumps, but they're able to get back. As Knapp will now pause for a moment, look back over toward the sideline as they change the play. Iverson jumps over onto Brecker's left shoulder. Now he wants to roll left again, looking underneath. This time he's got Harris for the first down up to the 40. Tippy toes, and he's out to the 35.
He's out the 38-yard line, actually, is where he stepped out of bounds. He went out of bounds completely at the 35, but he stepped out at the 38.
That'll be a 17-yard reception. First reception of the night for Brecker Knapp, and the first down of the night for the Preston Indians. So they'll move the chains and be 1st and 10 for Preston as they get into Snake River territory for the first time as they put the ball down at the 38.
Running twins to both sides.
Again, Iverson will line up on the left side of Knapp, and again now he wants to throw. Goes over on the far side is Linhart. Linhart makes the catch, turns and runs, and picks up a little more yardage and gains about 7 yards.
Yeah, good first down play for the Indians. That quick out to the outside, because Snake River is packing everything in. They're playing up tight, so they're not spreading the defense out. So those calls to the outside are good calls.
2nd down and about 3. Clock moving with 5:21 to play here in the first quarter. Harris split out left. They'll go to Iverson, right up the middle. Big hole. Nice move by Iverson, still on his feet. Up to the 20. Now he's pushed back to hang on to the ball as they try to strip it away, and he gets back up to the 20-yard line.
That was a great call by Coach Thorson to run that play, as he had twins out to the side, but they had a single safety and everything covered. They were coming up the middle, but our line did a great job separating and putting the hole up for Iverson to get through, and his first 10-15 yards was perfect.
It's a 13-yard gain for Iverson, another first down for Preston. And again, they'll line up twins to each side. Again, Iverson again on the backfield.
Snake River again with that single safety. Well, they got 2 wideouts.
Playing a 3-4 defense is Iverson straight ahead this time, and he's hit almost immediately as he ran into Lance Hunter, and it ends up being a loss of a yard on the play.
Yeah, they read that same play. That was basically the same play as they ran before, and Snake River was able to close that gap in the middle where Iverson tried to hit.
So 2nd down and 11 from the Preston 21. Linhart and Harris split out to the right. Hunter and Tate Rawlings left. Iverson now jumps over onto the right side, and Recker's going to roll right, throws underneath. Linhart's got it again, trying to break a tackle, can't. Going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first down, but it's a gain of about 9.
That's it. Another quick out to the outside as Linhart was out there, right out there by himself. His cover man was about 5 yards off, so that quick out works well for the Indians when they hit that.
They're going to go quickly again as stacked up. Does it get across the 10-yard line? Yes, they did. So first down again for the Indians is Knapp on the quarterback keeper, picks up the first down. This will be right at the 10-yard line, makes it 1st and goal.
First time for the Indians on the red zone as they're inside. Well, they're right at the 10-yard line, so that'll be great. Let's punch it in here, Indians.
Knapp runs over to the sideline for a minute. Now comes back in and relay the play to the rest of the offense. Again, 2 receivers each side. Lindhart, the lone setback. They're going to roll left this time. Looking. Now throwing toward the end zone. Almost bounced it on purpose.
Yeah.
He threw just to kind of throw it away.
He threw it down. The receivers for the Indians on the right side left side was completely covered, and he was rolling. Again, rolling to his left is not his best shot.
Right.
When he rolls to the left, he really doesn't have time to plant that foot and find a receiver. So
it's just really it's a mechanical thing because he has to be able to square and be able to set from a good platform to throw from. And when he's running opposite of his throwing arm, he hasn't learned how to do that as of yet.
Yeah, he's got to watch Holmes a little more.
Harris in motion. They'll give it to Iverson straight ahead. Gets up near the 5 and brought down after another short gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down and goal from about the 6-yard line.
Yeah, good run by Iverson. He's been doing really well cutting up in the middle, and they've given us 4 or 5 yards just about every time except for the last couple, the play before where they only made it to, they lost it 2 yards.
Last week in this situation, Knapp rolled right and kept on a keeper and scampered in for a 3-yard touchdown in the second quarter last week for his only rushing touchdown of the year. Going to throws over, and it's Inglet for the touchdown.
Yeah, great catch by, what was it? Oh,
Justin Inglet.
Yeah, Inglet, I didn't catch his number. I couldn't tell if it was 32 or 22. But it was 22. 82. What is his number?
24.
Oh, I can't see. I guess my glasses are fogged up. I'm wearing my mask. No, I can't blame it on that.
So here's Eric Thorson on to try the extra point, and the line drive is up, and it is through. So here in the first quarter, Preston draws first blood. It's 7-0 with 2:08 left in the first. As we take a timeout, we come back with a kickoff right after this.
KACH, my local radio.
Rounds & Associates Insurance Service is an independent insurance agency with Allstate, Travelers, Auto Owners, Safeco, Progressive, and Nationwide, just to name a few. Stop by the office for your competitive quote today. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call 208-852-2500. Rounds & Associates Insurance, supporting both the Westside Pirates and the Preston Indians on to victory. You've got this. Don't weaken. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call today, 208-852-2500.
KACH.
So Preston draws first blood here tonight. They lead 7-0 as it'll be Devin Inglet to kick off once again here for the Indians. Three men back deep inside their 5-yard line here for the Snake River. This is a line drive that's coming right back to Poulter. Nice bounce right up about mid-chest. Comes up. Going to break left, gets up to about the 30-yard line again, and he fumbles the ball, and they're able to jump back on it as, again, quickly Snake River gets on it back at about their own 26, as, again, very alert play again by Jace Mortensen to dive on that loose ball.
But I think that initial hit that caused that ball to come out was by Pearson, wasn't it? Wasn't it number 74 that made the initial hit on that? Great play by Ethan Pearson.
So 1st and 10 for Snake River. They send 2 receivers right. Pro set behind him. Straight ahead run goes nowhere as it runs right into the meat in the middle of that defensive line, and pushing him back again, Ethan Pearson.
Yeah, Corbin Windward and Larson and the whole gang. There was Larson and let's see, who else was there? Brett 52. I think Josh Reed, Britt Larson, Windward, they were all there.
No gain, so it's 2nd down and 10. Combs and Hawker in the backfield.
First time we've seen.
And hold on.
ACH, my local rate.
Try it. Say sushi. Now run down to Stokes Market and pick up some fresh-made sushi. Yes, I said Stokes Market. They now have the family fresh sushi specialists making outstanding sushi platters and party trays fresh every day. They even make up custom platters so you can get your favorite sushi dishes. Any kind of fish upon request, even vegetable sushi available with no meat. Enjoy the fresh-made platters already available or order the kind of sushi you want. Give them 2 hours and a special custom sushi platter will be waiting for you at Stokes Market in Preston. Go ahead, say it. I know you want to. Sushi, fresh for you right now.
KACH. KACH.
Second down and 10 here for Snake River after the timeout. Again, they'll line up in a bunch formation, pro set behind the quarterback Combs. Combs is going to roll right, throws underneath as he finds a receiver there. And really brought down almost immediately. It's a short gain of about 3 yards.
5 yards. It'll be close to 5.
And Wright came up on that bum ankle, made the hit, and gets up hobbling.
Yeah, they're going to send Cord Evanson in for Wright and give him a chance to rest that ankle a second.
So Poulter with the catch for 5 yards, and it's third down and 5.
Snake River going in tight.
Again, twin backs, pro set behind the quarterback Combs. As they'll go straight ahead. Big hole right up the middle, and he's gone right up the middle. That is Carson Hawker. As coming up is Inglet trying to grab him from behind, grabs a hold of his shirt, still on his feet, and finally dragged down at the 15.
Yeah, Devin Inglet's the one that caught up to him, wasn't it? Wasn't it Devin Inglet?
56-yard run. Yes, it was Devin Inglet.
Yeah, he broke through the middle, and he just was wide open for the longest time, and Inglet had to come from the right side, almost halfway across the field to catch up to him. Showed some good speed by Inglet.
Well, first down after the 55-yard run, as they give the ball handoff here to Combs, and he's brought down in the backfield. As Tate Rawlings, they were able to wrestle him down at the end of the first half, and we'll tell you exactly where the ball will be spotted when we come back. We're done with one. Preston leading tonight by the score of 7-0. As we'll take a timeout and go to the second quarter when we come back.
KACH.
At Preston Drug, we understand that everyone is busy and time is important. That's why we've implemented synchronization. We look at all the monthly prescriptions your family takes, and working with your doctor, we organize them so that you can pick them all up at one time each month. Synchronization with Preston Drug saves you time and money. Call Preston Drug today, and we'll get you into the synchronization system. It's free and it's simple. Preston Drug, 208-852-1563.
Hi, everybody. It's Dan Hubbard for ChemDry of Northern Utah. Not too long ago, we found ourselves really needing to have our carpets cleaned. Dirt, stains, pet hair, and remnants of all those chemicals trying to melt snow from last winter had our carpets looking dull, dingy, and ugly. We called Teresa and Daryl at ChemDry of Northern Utah, and in a very short time, they had our carpets looking like new. Not only did they clean our carpets, but they got up all that leftover pet hair to the point where you couldn't tell that we had pets in the house at all. It was like we had brand new carpets all over again. So if you live anywhere in Cache County or in Box Elder County, call Teresa and Daryl at ChemDry of Northern Utah.
Here we go, second down and 12 after the 2-yard loss. As again, they'll go straight ahead.
Fumble.
And did they lose it?
No, it was a quarterback keep. I thought they went into the line. And everybody was looking for the ball, but Gilbert had a hard time getting anywhere around the blitzers.
And they'll lose another 5 yards. So it'll be third down and about 17. Ball all the way back at the 22. They have to get inside the 5 for a first down. They'll send 3 receivers left.
Preston's gone into kind of a prevent. They're only rushing 4.
Man in motion comes back this way, and now he's going to turn around and go back as Gilbert looks over the bench as they change the play. Hawker is the lone setback, and that's going to be
a delay
of game penalty. That's our first flag tonight, and that's going to push him back another 5 yards. So now it becomes 3rd and even longer as they put the ball back down to the 27. It's about 3rd down and 22.
I'd like to see him put on a blitz right here. Bring a couple of them backs up because they're going to spread it out. They're going to go at least double wide.
They'll go 2 to each side. Again, the lone setback behind Combs is Hawker, who had the big run just a few minutes ago. Fake handoff. Combs looking down the middle. He's got a man open, and it's a touchdown. 27-yard touchdown throw to Poulter. Good for the touchdown.
Yeah, that was a good throw, good play. Actually, a good call. Brought their wide out, straight across to a post run, and caught it right there in the end zone, right by the goal posts.
So they'll line up to kick the extra point. The man with no name, number 10, will line up to kick the extra point here. Snap's pretty good. Gilbert to hold. The kick is up, and it is true. And we are tied at 7, just with 10:34 left here in the first half. Take a timeout. Back with more after this in a 7-7 tie.
KACH.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
So they'll kick it away again, will the Panthers. In a 7-7 tie here. 3 men back for the Indians. Cole Harris the deepest, and he'll stand right in the middle, about his own 2-yard line as the kick is high and deep, and it's going to come to Harris. He'll field it about the 5. Come ahead, 15. Got back into the middle of the field. 20. He's going to get a couple of blocks. 25, 30, 35. Still on his feet. 40 down the sidelines. 50, 55, 30. Up to the 25-yard line where he's finally brought down after a 70-yard return.
Yeah, nice return by Harris and a good couple of blocks, but he had a good block downfield about the 40-yard line, and then he had a stiff arm right here about the 35-yard line of Snake River that broke him for another 10 yards. So great run by Cole Harris. That's what I like to see.
No flags on the play, so the play stands. 1st and 10 Preston back in the Snake River territory. At the Snake River 25, they give it to Iverson. Runs right into the heart of the defense and gets nothing, maybe a foot and a half.
The referee wasn't even in on the play. He wasn't there where he's supposed to be. He's picking up the tee from Snake River because it was still on the field. And so he had to throw it off, so he didn't know if there was holding or not.
Second quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Webb Funeral Home. They've been one of our sponsors all year and for many years, and we thank them for that.
Been a good supporter of Preston football and basketball.
And Westside for that matter as well.
Yes.
3 receivers left, little bubble screen. They go over there. It goes back to Harris. Harris gets across the 25, dives forward about the 22. So we'll call it a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, that was kind of a quick, but he was set up in the slot position, and it was a quick throw, but he had to wait for the ball. So didn't quite get out about 5 or 10 yards.
A 3rd down and 7. As Preston has to get to the 15-yard line. They set the ball down to the 22. As Knapp again comes over to the bench to get a play and comes back in.
What do you say, fade to the corner?
Got a lot of room here on the near side to work with. They send Hunter Wright way out here to the near side. Harris back in motion to this side. They'll put trips to this side. And Knapp rolling. There's a fade to the corner. A little bit too tall. Off the hands of Harris.
Harris went up again for it, but like you say, and Knapp had a good chance to throw because he's thrown off his right, rolling to the right. So we should have actually scored on that one. It was kind of a little too high, but not quite enough stick 'em on the gloves.
So 4th down coming up here. 4th down and 7. Single receiver left is Linhart. 3 receivers out here to the right, the near side of the pattern for the Indians. As Brecker again is going to roll to this side. Wants to throw underneath. That's to nobody. That's not even close, and they'll turn the ball over on downs.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. We had the numbers out there. We just couldn't quite get Brecker enough time because he was being chased down by Snake River.
In case you're interested, we're keeping an eye tonight on the Pocatello Century game. That game being played at Highland High School. They're in the second quarter, and Century leading Pocatello 12-7. In this our game here, it's a 7-7 tie with 8:39 to play here in the second quarter.
Why would they pick a neutral field when they both have fields now?
That's Pocatello's playing at Highland as we're playing all their games.
That's right.
Runs straight ahead. This is Zach Staley, his first carry of the night. As they get ahead to the 30-yard line. A gain of about 3 for Staley. And brings up second down to call it a long 6 or 7 yards. So again, they'll line up. A little offset in the backfield. In a tight formation, they'll give it to Staley again. They're going to try the right side, spins, gets across the 30, still short of the first down after he gains about 5 more.
It's going to be about 2 yards short, maybe a yard and a half.
So third and 1.
Yep, 3rd and 1. Quarterback keep here.
You kind of can see why they only average about 17 points a game, because they run the ball and lets the clock continue to run.
Yeah, they definitely run the clock down. There hasn't been a whole lot of passes, and when the ones they have been sure passes.
As they go straight ahead, as it is Gilbert diving across the 35, picks up the first down.
Yeah, he's got a good center and 2 guards right there that are just pushing Preston right off the ball, even with Big Windward right there.
So we'll put the ball down to 35, 1st and 10 again for Snake River. Clock runs with 7:17 to play. Yeah, so they've only scored in total this year 119 points. That averages out to 17 points a game. Their high water mark came in the first game of the year when they scored 30 points. They give it to Staley again around the left side, tripped up from behind, but good runs, going to still gain about 8 on the play.
Yeah, Iverson dove and grabbed his ankle, was able to pull him down by his shoestrings. Should have tied him together while he had him down there.
So second down and a couple as he gets out to the 43. Needs to get right to the 45-yard line.
These short yardage things, quarterback seems to run right through that. You watch them front 3 people there in front of the quarterback, they just push forward. Well, they're going to hand off.
Fake toss. Nope, Gilbert wants to roll right, looking right. Going to go deep, and he's going to be too deep as he's out, overthrows his receiver out there. And it's going to bring down 3rd and 2.
Yeah, that's out to No Name, number 10. We have no name for him, so we just call him No Name. Johnson?
We have a last name.
You got special
first name is First name is Elvis.
Elvis Johnson.
3rd and 2. As, again, they'll hand off back to Staley again. Has the first down, gets across midfield where he's knocked down from behind. as making the tackle was Cord Everson for Preston.
Yeah, Everson was able to grab him, get there at the last second to pull him down. Otherwise, he had some room to go.
That's another 10-yard run for Staley. 4 carries for 26 yards here on this drive since he's come into the game. Staley remains in the backfield, back there with Hawker. Give it to Staley again. He's going to go around the right side. Kind of tippy-toes his way out of one tackle, but he can't tippy-toe his way out of the hands of Trait Rawlings. And Rawlings brings him down after a short gain. Give him a couple on that carry, and it's 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, I'd like to see Tate come back with a game like he had it in Evanston, up there to Thane against Star Valley. Boy, he had a terrific game that night.
We talked about Snake River hitting their high water mark for points in the first game of the year. That was a 30-26 win against Kimberly. He wants to roll, and he's in deep trouble, and they got him and bring him down. As the blitz by Harris and Inglet, and it's a big loss back to their own 47.
Great team effort as they both blitzed from the backfield, and that's what I'm saying is if we can get to the quarterback, give him time to where he doesn't really have time to look downfield. But those blitzes are going to work for us tonight if we just blitz a little bit more.
So it's 3rd down and about 15 after the 7-yard loss on the sack. And again, they'll line up in a tight bunch formation. Give it to Staley. Fumble, and Preston, they were able to get on it? And it's close. Everson says they have it. Then, as they try to unpile, they were going to run a little inside reverse, and the handoff to Johnson was dropped. Let's see who's got the ball. It is 4th down. It's still 4th down and about 15. So Preston is still going to get the ball back. They're just not going to have quite the good field position.
Right. Harris had a good hold. It was kind of simultaneous. They both had it, fought for it while they were under the pile. And Harris, they gave it to the Snake River because of the dual possession.
Harris got up shaking his head, thought he should have had it. Carson Hawker came over and gave him a little pat on the back saying, hey, nice wrestle.
Yeah.
So here's Gilbert to punt. Inglet back for Preston. They'll boot it right down the middle. Inglet with a fair catch and brings it in back at about his own 13-yard line.
Yeah, it was a nice kick by Gilbert. And, Inglet had to go back a little bit to get it.
So Preston has it at the 15, and they'll put the ball back into play there. 3:52 left here in the first, a 7-7 tie.
We've talked about this a number of times, about Knapp's ability to throw deep down the field. If they could connect on one of those, I think we're due for one of those. They've kind of shortened their passing scheme the last few weeks, but I think they're going to open one up here pretty quick.
Well, 1st and 10 for the Indians as they start deep in their own territory once again. And they'll fake the handoff down the middle. Here's Harris. Short gain. Going to get up near the 18-yard line, so it's a gain of about 3. And it's 2nd down.
That quick pass over the middle because he was lined up on the out on the wide out, and he just cut over across the middle.
KACH.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral, thanking Preston Indians.
Oops, beg your pardon. Hit the wrong button. So 2nd down and 6 here for the Indians. Clock runs with 3:15 to play here in the first half. Handoff, Iverson bounces it outside, breaks a tackle, spins out of another one, gets across the 30-yard line, and it's another Preston 1st down.
Yeah, great run. He didn't stop, kept his feet moving, was able to spin out of 2 tackles before they brought him down, but a gain of about 11 yards, I believe.
So a good run there. As Preston will have their 4th first down of the first half. Twins to each side. Rawlings lines up in the slot. Little crossbuck handoff to Rawlings. And probably loses a yard, it looks like.
Yeah, he didn't get very far there. The handoff was a little bit in front of Rawlings, and Rawlings actually had to go forward to get it. So,
on defensively, Snake River has given up an average of about almost 22 points a game this year. They've allowed 153 points overall in 7 games, which is actually less than Preston has given up. Through all their games so far this year, the Indians have allowed 217 points overall. Knapp rolling, throws underneath. There's Wright, has it at the 40, picks up the first down as he fights forward to about the 42.
Yeah, Wright did a good job, ran a good pattern that time as he came from the outside, turned into the middle and curled in, and was able to get the pass right there, as that was a cross pattern between him and Harris, I believe.
So Wright's first catch of the night is good for about 14 yards. Another first down for the Indians as they get the ball back up near first down, still on their side of the 50-yard line.
We have 2 32s out there. Who's the other one?
Fake handoff goes to Harris. They give it to Iverson. And Iverson gets hit immediately, loses a yard on the play, and will bring up second down and 11 again as the clock continues to run down to a minute and a half left. 7-7 tie here in this final regular season game of 2020. Preston still has an outside shot to make the playoffs, but they have to win and get some help. They need to move up a couple of spots in the RPI to at least get a sniff of a possible playoff. I'm going to be on the road no matter what. Harris again comes back in motion to this side. They fake it to Cole. Going to go deep. There's Linhart. It's just over his head.
Linhart actually had to cross his arms to try and catch the ball because he hit it with the wrong glove to be able to haul it in. So, but it was a good throw. I thought Knapp had it right on the money. Just couldn't quite connect with Linhart.
Knapp 6 of 11 here in the first half so far for a total of 54 yards. Clock stopped with 56 seconds left here in the half. Trips right, single receiver left for Preston as it's Linhart out left. There's a little fade and go here. It's Harris and just knocked away as coming over to make a heck of a defensive play was Hunter Brannon. Otherwise, Harris is open and gone down the sideline.
Yeah, that the ball was well thrown, but just good timing by Hansen. Was it Hansen?
Brandon.
No, Brandon. Yeah, made great timing on the ball and knocked it out of the path of Harris.
So it brings up 4th and 11 in a punting situation with 51 seconds left in the half. Mortensen back deep for Snake River, stands about his own 20-yard line. Pretty good snap. End over end kick by Knapp. It's going to hit and roll down to inside the 10 and all the way down just to the market, just right about the 9-yard line. So a great kick and roll by Brecker Knapp as Snake River will get the ball back deep in their own territory with 39 ticks left on the clock here in the first half.
That was almost touched by the kicking team in the back when it came down.
That almost hit
on the 25-yard line.
That almost hit him on the dome.
Yeah. And he wasn't looking for the ball either. I don't remember who it was. I think it was. I don't want to guess.
So 1st and 10, deep in their own territory, and Preston will get the ball back to start the third quarter after they deferred after winning the toss yet again. So see what they what they want to do here. If straight handoff goes to Hawker, and he does not go much of anywhere.
Yeah, he'll be lucky to get to the line of scrimmage, I think. Well, they gave him about a half a yard.
Larson with the stop as they'll let the clock run down to 23 seconds. And now Preston will take a timeout to try to conserve some of that time. So they'll take a timeout. We'll squeeze in another commercial. We'll be right back.
KACA.
Regardless of which insurance company you use, When you add a teen driver to your vehicle policy, your rates increase. This is Cheryl Kimball with Naylor Insurance in Preston. If you've got teen drivers, you need to know about the rate-saving plan offered through Mutual of Enumclaw Insurance. Teen Smart is an 8-hour program that, once completed, will lower your rates and make your teen a better driver. Savings and increased safety. It's a win-win. Call us today, 208-852-08.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Up there and I can see out.
We decided to brave the elements tonight that we would bring a heater with us to the game, and John complaining about how he doesn't feel it. You can turn it a little bit more your way there.
Oh no, I'm fine. I'm just kidding. I'm too busy watching the game to notice.
Second quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Preston Webb Funeral Home, I should say, in Preston. Their compassionate staff will help you in your time of need. Call 852-0533 for Webb Funeral Home. So, for one of the rare times, Snake River is going to put 4 men into the formation. The trips right, single receiver left, and the lone setback is Hawker. Hawker gets the handoff straight ahead, gets about 5 yards on the carry, but that, for all intensive purposes, is going to end the first half.
He did not fool Ethan Pearson. Ethan Pearson, it was a good play. They sent everybody thinking they were going to pass, and then they hand up with it wide open in the middle. But Ethan Pearson was the one that was able to grab him right around the line for only about a 4-yard gain.
Well, each side has scored one time. It's a 7-7 tie as we go to the halftime break. You get a look at the scoreboard. We'll come back. We'll talk about the first half and look at the first half numbers as we'll go to the halftime report. We'll come back right after this.
KACH.
At Preston Drug, we understand that everyone is busy and time is important. That's why we've implemented synchronization. We look at all the monthly prescriptions your family takes, and working with your doctor, we organize them so that you can pick them all up at one time each month. Synchronization with Preston Drug saves you time and money. Call Preston Drug today, and we'll get you into the synchronization system. It's free and it's simple. Preston Drug, 208-852-1563.
Hi, everybody. It's Dan Hubbard for ChemDry of Northern Utah. Not too long ago, we found ourselves really needing to have our carpets cleaned. Dirt, stains, pet hair, and remnants of all those chemicals trying to melt snow from last winter had our carpets looking dull, dingy, and ugly. We called Teresa and Daryl at ChemDry of Northern Utah, and in a very short time, they had our carpets looking like new. Not only did they clean our carpets, but they got up all that leftover pet hair to the point where you couldn't tell that we had pets in the house at all. It was like we had brand new carpets all over again. So if you live anywhere in Cache County or in Box Elder County, call Teresa and Daryl at ChemDry of Northern Utah at 435-752-6100 and let them take care of your carpets. You won't be disappointed. We weren't. 435-752-6100 for ChemDry of North.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need. Quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
The halftime report is sponsored by Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park region in Preston. Call 435-232-18.
More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsized, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information. 435-232-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction. 435-232-18.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Welcome back. We're at halftime. This is the Ralph's Construction halftime report. As through the first half tonight, it is Preston 7 and Snake River 7. Want to congratulate the Preston girls soccer team as they won today their semifinal match. They won on penalty kicks and moved to tomorrow's 4A championship game, where they will take on Twin Falls for the state 4A title tomorrow.
And how has Twin Falls done this year? Are they a late comeback, or are they?
I don't know off the top of my head. Unfortunately, I wish I did, but I don't know. That match on tomorrow from Hillcrest High School at 2 p.m., and you can log on and watch if you like. I believe it's FHS, where you can go and watch that game for the state title tomorrow in girls soccer. And also, congratulations to the Preston Indians girls volleyball team, who won the district championship last night and qualified for state, as their first round opponent in state will be Lakeland, and that will be a week from today. And the schedule makers did them no nice turn. They have to play at 8 o'clock in the morning for a state game. 1 week from today, as they'll face Lakeland in the opening round, and the volleyball tournament finals are at Kimberly High School.
Oh, that'll be interesting. They'll get there the night before, have a chance to rest up a little bit and get up and eat a light breakfast and go play.
And
it'll be good for them.
We'll have coverage of that game for you next Friday morning on KACH. We'll have audio coverage only, no video available for that game. So, John, let's talk about the first half of this contest here. Preston, a good showing, both offensively and defensively, although they only put 7 points on the board.
Well, the thing that sticks out in my mind is we talked about Brecker Knapp's completion. I think he was 6 for 11 the last I heard.
That's how he finished.
But when I think about the 2 passes to Cole Harris, that they were in his hands and could have been there, and the other one to Linhart that went through his hands out deep, both of those could have been great turnovers or good possessions for Preston. And then we had a couple of them, the one that was knocked away from Harris here.
Right.
I mean, they're incompletes and woulda, coulda, shoulda. But the fact is that we're in this game. There's no shame. Both teams are playing well.
Right.
So let's have a good second half.
And you can see how Snake River plans to go about things, or has gone about things all year. It's to limit the opponent's opportunities by letting the clock run and just grinding out play after play after play.
Right. This first half has been really quick. What is it? We're barely an hour past game time. You know.
Not quite. Yeah.
So we're doing good. I like to see that in cold nights like this. But the thing of it is let's get Preston heated up.
Well, come on. If you don't worry about the cold, you won't feel it quite so much. At least that's what I always thought.
Well, if you and Alan wouldn't hog that heater over there,
Well, I'm used to it. I spent 2 years living in Scotland, so it's I'm kind of used to a little chilly weather. Anyway, it's a 7-7 tie here in the first half. As we'll take a timeout, we'll come back and look at the numbers from the first half. We'll do that as we continue right after this.
KACH.
The year is 1945. America is at war with Japan. The average home costs $5,000. And a day's worth of hard labor will earn you $9. 1945 is the year West Motor Company said, hey, let's sell cars in Cache Valley and give people a better car buying experience. Today, 75 years later, West Motor is still giving you a better experience. Right now, enjoy 0% financing or save more than ever on a new truck or SUV. See westmotorcompany.com for pictures, details, and discounts on every vehicle.
westmotorcompany.com.
If you feel like your bank works against you, we invite you to move your accounts to Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. We work for you, not against you. Serving Southeast Idaho for over 65 years, we offer totally free checking with cash back rewards, 0 fees credit cards, low auto loan rates, and excellent customer service. Visit today, 311 South Highway 91, Preston. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
What you need when you need it at Baumgart's.
A Baumgar store near you will be hosting a ladies' night special event at a special time this Sunday from 5 to 8 p.m. Go to baumgars.com for locations and details. A portion of the evening's proceeds will be donated to local community cancer centers and hospitals. There will be a 20% discount off regular prices for the women in attendance. You can also register to win gift cards. The people on your list should browse the store ahead of time to make a wish list. And ladies, while you're at Baumgars, you can make your own wish list. So mark your calendar for the Baumgars Ladies Night this Sunday from 5 to 8 p.m. We hope to see you there.
What you need when you need it at Baumgars.
KACH.
7-7 as we're here at halftime. Dan Hubbard along with John Savage and Alan White on the camera for us tonight. And John Beverly back in. What did I call you Savage again?
He called me Savage. But it is Slaughter, Savage.
I went to high school with John Savage. That's why. Anyway, John Slaughter, it's with us here tonight, and John Beverly back in studio tonight as we get a chance to look at the numbers from the first half. As John mentioned earlier, Brecker Knapp 6 of 11 for a total of 54 yards in the first half. Iverson carried the ball a total of 7 times for 39 yards. Knapp carried it once for 1, and that's all the ground game that the Indians had in the first half. Harris caught 3 passes for a total of 7 yards. Lenhart caught 2 for 16, and Hunter Wright caught 1 for a total of 14 yards. Preston had 5 first downs in the first half. And most impressively, John, no penalties against the Indians in the first half tonight.
Yeah, and there was a couple of hard counts and everything. They tried to pull the Indians off balance, and they didn't. They're concentrating on the things, making sure their blocks, their tackles, and no face masks, no holding. So it's been good.
Cole Gilbert, 1 of 4 in the first half, passing for 27 yards. Combs carried it once for 20. Gilbert 4 carries for only 3 yards in the first half. Ashley carried it once for 6. It was Carson Hawker who had the big gains in the first half for Snake River. He had a 55-yard carry the first time he touched the ball and ended up with 57 yards rushing in the first half. And then Zach Staley came in the second quarter and carried the ball 5 times and finished with 28 yards. Snake River had a total of 3 first downs in the first half, and they drew the only flag, and that was a false start penalty for 5 yards.
Right. Both teams playing very disciplined ball, which is good. Just comment on the long yardage for Snake River. Their plays that the coaches are sending in on those situations, like that long run. We had 4 down linemen on their touchdown, and Gilbert had all day to pass. So, it's good play calling and looking at the defense and what's available.
So what do you do differently in the second half? I think probably number one is just be able to run more offensive plays.
Yeah, get the ball more. We need the ball. We need to have possession of the ball, and when we do have it, run the clock like they do. And then the second thing is connect to your, we got to get the connection between our receivers and the quarterback, and I'd also like to see more blitzing. I'd like to see him get more pressure on Gilbert, as a quarterback. So the Preston Indians come back out on the field, try to get loosened back up on this cold, chilly Friday night here in the Preston area. And this has been the Ralph's Construction Halftime Report. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area here in Preston. For information on how you can have a new home built to fit your needs and desires, call 435-232-1837. 435-232-1837 for Ralph's Construction. Take a timeout. We'll come back second half just around the corner. Stay with us.
KACH, my local radio.
More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsized, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information, 435-232-1837. 1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction, 435-232-18.
If it's time to sell your home, retail property, or land, make sure to hire the realtor that has your best interest in mind. This is Mike Hansen, broker at Cornerstone Real Estate. As a licensed real estate broker in Idaho and Utah, I have over 20 years of experience helping folks successfully sell property. I would like the opportunity to help you list and sell for the best price as quickly as possible. Call me today to schedule an appointment. Let's work together to make the sale of your property as simple and successful as possible. Mike Hansen, 801-510-1.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
The third quarter is sponsored by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, 17 South State.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need. Quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
Well, we get ready for the start of the second half in this 7-7 tie. Preston will get the ball as they won the coin flip at the beginning of the game and deferred to the second half. So the Preston offense will be on the field first here after the kickoff to start the second half. In case you're interested, just before halftime, Century leading Pocatello 20-7. So here comes both teams out onto the field. And the second half of tonight's game brought to you by Stokes Market True Value. From produce to hand tools, fresh meat to smokers, plus fresh bakery items, deli items, and now sushi made fresh daily at Stokes Market and True Value, 217 South State Street in Preston. That's where I had lunch today.
I hope I'm wrong, but I'm looking at I'm feeling like an onside kick here from Snake River just to kind of shake things up. I think they're going to come out with a couple of plays, unexpected plays.
Well, you look at the front line there for Preston, and they kind of have their hands team out there. Linhart, Iverson, and Inglet all up there on the front row. So that's quite possible. Harris right, back deep for Preston. And the kick, it is a little pooch kick, as it's come down toward one of the defensive linemen, and they kick it forward, and Snake River has it at the 50.
Did I call it or what? I just had the feeling that they were going to do something unexpected.
They just popped the ball up, and Rhett Larson, one of the big linemen, came forward, tried to make the catch. It went through his hands, and then he kicked it back about 15 yards back closer to Snake River. And they have it 1st and 10 at the midfield stripe.
Yep. Rather than falling on it like linemen are told to do, he tried to pick it up, and he kicked it, went between his hands, and his leg kicked it right up.
Just let it bounce and see if it rolled out of bounds.
Right.
For all that matter. First down, they give it to Combs. Combs falls forward across the 50-yard line, gains 1 on the play.
Yeah, he was actually tripped up by his own man, Drake and Anderton, as Combs had to go over the top of him, and he was actually tackled by his own man.
So second down and 9, and once again, Snake River just lets the clock run. As Gilbert jogs all the way over to the bench to get a play, now comes back in, and they'll line up in that tight formation. Combs and Hocker line up behind Gilbert. And they'll give it to Hocker. Tries the left side. Cole Harris grabs him by the shirt tail, doesn't let him get away too far, and then the rest of the defense pushes him back.
Yeah, they'll give him forward progress up to about the 46-yard line of Preston.
I didn't think he made it nearly that far.
Yeah, they pushed him back quite a ways. It was a pretty good run to start with.
It's a gain of 3 on the play. 3rd down and 6 as they go back to Hocker again. This time he doesn't get away. He gets maybe a yard, and it's going to bring up 4th and 5.
Yeah, they keyed on him that time coming through the line. There was nobody else to hand it to but him. And Preston had their number, his number.
So 4th down, the offense stays out there here for Snake River as Gilbert again goes over to talk to the coach. Remember, Gilbert's also the punter, so he could drop back and kick it out of a weird formation if he needed to.
Yeah, he's going into the shotgun though, so he's going up underneath.
He's going to line up under center, so they will go for it. 2 receivers to the left side, looking left, throwing underneath. It's caught. That'll be just enough for a 1st down, as it'll be a completion for about 7 yards. As the pass completed to Poulter for the 1st down.
Yeah, good place. That's a good place for 4th down. Go for it. I mean, he is the punter and he kicks it well, but that's his confidence and Snake River's confidence is with that 3rd down play is very high right now.
So they move the chains. Ball goes placed down at the Preston 39 as Staley back in the game at running back. As they'll give it to Hawker again. And again, Harris grabs him by the shirt and doesn't let him go too far away, but he's still going to get about 4 yards.
Yeah, it was still a good run. He's still able to get in almost to the secondary. Just brought down by the linebackers, Harris.
Call it a gain of 5, 2nd down and 5 here for the Indians, for the Panthers, I should say. Poulter comes wide right. Still has a little bit of that limp from that ball that he twisted around trying to catch in the first quarter tonight. Handoff comes back to Johnson. As grabbing him is England, not letting him get away, and throws him all the way back. They're going to give him forward progress to the 42-yard line, but it's still a big loss.
Yeah, still loss of about 2 yards.
Well, about 8 yards.
Oh, yeah, because they started out at the 36-yard line, 34-yard line.
So it brings up 3rd down and about 13 as they push the ball all the way back to the 42-yard line. They've got to get over the 30 to about the 29 to pick up a 1st down. So another big defensive play by the Indians. As again, they'll line up in that bunch formation. Poulter wide left, 2 running backs behind the quarterback. Now just throws it up down the middle and a wide throw, trying to get the ball back to Johnson again, and it's incomplete and brings down 4th down and 13.
Yeah, Devin Inglet had a beat on him. He was going to hit him, and then he thought, nope, that ball's out of place. I'm not even going to touch him. So, yeah, he could have got there a little bit early had that ball been close.
So Gilbert will line up in punt formation, and with his leg, this could very easily get tucked inside the 10-yard line. He'll hit it from just about midfield. Inglet goes standing back at about his own 15 for the Indians. That's Devin Inglet. As they need another body out here on the field as a late person comes back out to join the offensive line. Here's the snap. Gilbert angles it toward the sideline. It's going to hit, still roll, down inside the 10, down to about the 6, and that's where they will down it.
Yeah, that was kind of a smart kick because I know he can kick it further than that, but that was he went to the sideline and not a full effort on the kick.
Do you remember Jeff Gossett, the NFL punter for many, many years? He never punted a ball down the middle. He would always angle it toward the flag and try to hopefully have it land out of bounds. Didn't have to worry about making it bounce and stop inside the 5, just take his chances with the angle. He played for the Raiders for many years, and that's always what he did. So 1st and 10 for Preston at their own 6. Twin receivers to each side. They'll give it immediately to Iverson and go straight ahead. He'll pick up a couple.
Yeah, you'll get about 2, I think, on the carry. I can't see where they, with the pile there, but yeah, gave him about 2.
That was his 8th carry of the night, and he has 41 yards. They've gone to halftime now down at Highland High School, with Centuries leading 20-7 over Pocatello. Same formation, 2 to each side. Iverson the lone setback. They'll fake, throw underneath, as it's caught there by Justin Inglet. Gets up to about the 13 or 14, I think, where he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, 13 is where they're going to mark it, so it's going to be 3rd and about 3.
So it's a 6-yard catch. Inglet's first catch of the night. So 3rd down and 3. Again, they'll line up twins to each side. Single setback. Knapp almost got the right end to jump, as he certainly flinched. Steps up, throws, outside. It's Linhart. He's got it for the first down, fighting his way down the sideline. They throw him out of bounds about the 25-yard line. It's out to move the chains for the Indians.
Yeah, that's that play that they had success in the first half, first quarter anyway, hitting those wideouts at the end to spread the defense out a little bit. So you'll probably see that a couple of times here in this series.
First down, number 6 on the night for the Indians. 13-yard gain, moves the chains. Wright and Harris to the near side, as they'll hand it off as it comes to Iverson, trying to come around the near side, gets around the corner, and he's gone. 50, 40, 30, down the sidelines all the way, and he will score. A 75-yard touchdown run by Charles Inglet.
Yeah, and a great block out here on this side. I'm not sure who it was. I think it was 24. Justin Inglet had a great block by him to keep him inside, keep him going down the sideline. So great job.
They'll come out to line up for the extra point, as Owen Pearson will try the point after. Snap is good, kick is up, and it is good as well. As with 6:36 remaining here in the third quarter, Preston has the lead again. As it's now 14-7, we're back to the kickoff right after this.
KACH.
Regardless of which insurance company you use, when you add a teen driver to your vehicle policy, your rates increase. This is Cheryl Kimball with Naylor Insurance in Preston. If you've got teen drivers, you need to know about the rate-saving plan offered through Mutual of Enumclaw Insurance. Teen Smart is an 8-hour program that, once completed, will lower your rates and make your teen a better driver. Savings and increased safety. It's a win-win. Call us today, 208-852-08.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
That's close to the longest play from scrimmage on the year for the Indians. That 75-yard run by Inglet for the touchdown. Point after is good, and Preston leads 14-7. As the kick is down the middle, rolling. Poulter had it, dropped it, now he's going to go back and get it. And because of that, he's in deep trouble and down all the way back at his own 16.
Yeah, he had trouble picking that one up as it went through his legs, and then had to turn around and get it. And by that time, we had a couple of Indians down there to be able to bring him down quickly.
So 1st and 10, and now all of a sudden, Snake River trailing again. And see if they try to maybe open things up more a little bit here in the second half now, because they're trailing again. Remember, this is not a team that scores a lot of points offensively anyway. They only average 17 points a game. So 1st and 10, as the handoff goes to Hawker, and he runs right into a herd of blue shirts. And short gain, gets a couple of yards.
Little pushing and shoving by a couple linemen out there.
Hawker now 6 carries for 65 yards. Remember, 55 of that came on 1 carry. As Gilbert goes back over to the sidelines for a moment, now comes back in with a play. Poulter lines up wide right. As a little fake fumble-rooski play in there, and fooled absolutely nobody.
Yeah, except me. I was looking for the quarterback turn around, going back, but that was a little bit of a fumble-rooski there as the back was able to pick it up and get nowhere.
As they call it no gain, as Hawker got back to the line of scrimmage, so it's third down and called a long 8. 5:15 to play here in quarter number 3. Here's Preston on top, 14-7. Trying to break what has become a 4-game losing streak. Fake handoff. Just throws it up there. It's going to be thrown too long as he tried to get the ball to Kobe Trejo, one of the senior receivers on the team. And it's going to bring up 4th down and 8 from deep in their own territory and another punting situation.
Good coverage by Court Evanson. And I think he was interfered with. Held by, I believe, number 12. Was he the intended receiver?
Yes.
Gilbert. I thought Evanson was kind of interfered with.
So Inglet stands at right around midfield. And, questionable snap. Line drive kick comes to Inglet. 45. Puts his head down, takes a hit, gets up to the 42-yard line, and Preston will start in Snake River territory. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto through Mutual of Enumclaw. It's Naylor Insurance, 153 North State Street in Preston. Call 852-0810. That's 852-0810.
Yeah, they're good people to work with.
Yes, they are.
They're very polite, very helpful. I can testify to that because my wife just got insurance through them.
Cheryl's very nice.
Yes, and that's, I believe, who she worked with.
Cheryl Kimball, very nice person. Preston empties the backfield. They're going to go 5 wides for the first time tonight. Brecker wants to throw underneath. It's complete as it's up to the 30, 25, 20, down the sideline, still on his feet. That is Justin Inglet, and gets all the way
to the 10-yard line.
All the way down to about the 10-yard line.
Nice run and catch and run by there. Had a good block out in front. Was able to get down, follow a blocker down to the 10-yard line. Picked up the blocker about the 30, follow him down to the 10.
So first and goal from the 10 on a 32-yard pass play. As Inglet now 2 catches for 38 yards. Same thing, empty the backfield again. Knapp wants to roll right, still running. Got 3 Panthers chasing him, and he runs out of bounds. Let's see if he gets up near the 5-yard line. What are they going to mark him out? Going to mark him out at the 7.
Or 8, actually.
So they get called a 2-yard gain for Knapp, 2nd and goal.
Yeah, he had nobody to throw for. That's good defense by the Panthers, as they had everyone covered. So good, but still able to gain 2 yards.
4 minutes left here in the third quarter. As Knapp back into the huddle.
I think we're going to see Iverson in the. Nope, he's going to line up wide.
They're going to empty the backfield again. Trips right, Twins left. Got to look find Harris. He lines up in the slot left underneath to Cole. Again, too high for Cole to try to bring down. It's incomplete, and it brings up 3rd and goal.
Had a little bit too much adrenaline on Knapp's arm that time as he just out the outreach of Cole. So
that ball a little bit lower. Cole had a crease. He went into the end zone.
Yeah,
a little crossing pattern. So 3rd and goal. As Knapp again hustles back into the huddle and calls the play.
You know, Knapp isn't getting a whole lot of time back there. So, you know, when he does make that throw, it's got to be a quick thinking right there.
This time Iverson does line up in the backfield, and Preston wants a timeout. 3:36 left. Preston up 14-7 here in the third quarter. Timeout, and we'll be right back.
KACH.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need. Quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Yeah, maybe nobody is.
Go ahead. Try it. Go ahead. Got a number of people sitting out in their cars beyond the far sideline, along the fence line on the Snake River side, sitting in their cars, listening, and with their headlights on.
Hopefully
they're shining a little extra light on the field.
Blink them if you're there.
Now they're listening to the World Series, one or the other.
Yeah, it could be.
Snap, shotgun, as Knapp rolling. Now he's going to double back. Now he's in all kinds of trouble back near the 30-yard line. He throws to Harris, who makes the catch.
What a loss.
But it's still going to be a loss of about 15 yards on the play. They're actually going to give him forward progress to the 22.
Actually 18.
Oh, so I'm sorry, the 18. So they're going to lose about, where were they, about the 8? So they lose about 10 yards on the play. Fourth down and extremely long now. Instead of trying to throw the ball across the middle to a receiver in traffic, should have just thrown it away.
Yeah, because he was outside the box. He had plenty of room to throw it away.
So 4th and goal from the 18. Harris in motion, back to the right. Knapp again wants to roll right. Looking, fade to Harris in the corner, and he's call something, touchdown.
Yep. Yeah, he was bobbling it just a little bit just before he went out of bounds, but he was able to maintain control of it as he went out of bounds. So, yeah, nice catch by Harris.
So a 22-yard touchdown catch. As Preston on the board again with 2:31 to play, makes it 20-7. And now here's Pearson on again to try to add the extra points. Snap, good. Hold, good. Kick, likewise, also good. 21-7 with 2:31 to play here in the quarter. As the 7th touchdown catch of the year for Cole Harris matches his number from last year. And we'll take a timeout. We'll come back with a kickoff right after this.
KACH.
The KACH Cash Magnet Contest is here, and you can win money just by listening to your radio. Simply pick up one of the cash magnets available many places around town and be listening after 7 o'clock each weekday morning as I will call out a 4-digit number. If your magnet has that 4-digit number, you'll have 1 minute and 5 seconds to call the radio station, and you could win the cash jackpot of the day. If no one wins, the cash prize will go up $5 a day. Find a cash magnet, be listening weekday mornings, and get ready to win with FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
KACH.
Here's the kickoff.
Out of bounds.
And that'll go out of bounds. And Preston's, that'll give Snake River the ball at the 35. As Preston now leading by 14. 21-7. And that puts Snake River now in a little bit of a hole. They're going to have to start opening things up just a little bit now as they trail. Remember, they came into this game on a 3-game winning streak. They lost the first 4 of the year and then won the last 3. But they didn't, exactly, we talked about in the pregame show, they didn't lose to any slouches.
No.
Blackfoot, West Side.
Yeah, some good football teams. So, yeah, their momentum is good. Their confidence is out there playing. They're playing with confidence.
They spread things out a little bit, 3 wides. They throw underneath to the right side. Johnson has it, and he's going to be triple teamed there, then pushed all the way back as after he made the catch, Josh Reed pushed him all the way back, even after the officials were blowing the whistles.
Yeah, They kept on, gave him good forward progress for about 5 yards.
So it's second down. We'll call it 6 on the 4-yard completion. They'll go 3 wides again. 2 out here to the right side of formation, the near side of the field. Poulter is the widest of the 3. Underneath, little bubble screen comes to Poulter. There's a clip. They didn't call it. No flags anywhere. And Poulter, it gets up to the 50-yard line.
Yeah, I'm really shocked they didn't call that clip there.
No flags on the play. They're going to call it good. And a first down just short of the 50-yard line. They'll put it down at the 48. Wow.
Yeah, he didn't even have a helmet in front of him or close to being in front.
It was a dead block in the back.
Yeah.
No call. So first and 10. Twin receivers to the left this time as they give it back to Combs, and he's hit immediately as making the stop, shooting the gap, Tate Rawlings.
Tate Rawlings, and that's the kind of effort I like to see out of Tate. You know, he knew that call should have been on that last one, and yeah, he came through that line. That's that blitz I really like to show on them. He just picked up the ball carrier and just threw him down. Big loss.
Well, he knew that they hit on a big play, so all of a sudden now they're going to come back and just keep the ball on the ground and try to run the clock now. And he shot the gap, and he almost beat Combs to the ball, even though it was a handoff.
Well, Panthers have to change their call. They can't be running the clock out now.
Swing it outside. Johnson on the little bubble screen breaks one tackle, but there's Rawlings again to throw him back.
Yeah, he was held up by Iverson, but Rawlings came over to help him finish it. Boy, he hit hard. I love to see that. That kid can hit hard, and he can play tough.
They'll lose a few more yards, and it brings up third down and about 15.
Yeah, he's one fun guy to watch. I love watching Tate Rawlings.
We're inside 30 seconds here in the quarter. This will probably be the last play of the quarter, as they'll go 3 wides again. 2 setbacks. Snap, fake to Hawker, looking, throws deep. Hawker's 30 yards behind everybody, and he dropped the ball. Wow.
That was a practice throw. He was wide open. That should have just been an easy catch for him.
I take it back. It wasn't Hawker. It was Combs. Combs was so alone. He was looking to see where everybody was, and he dropped the ball. It's fourth down.
Yeah, that's one you'd really like to have back. I mean, he had nothing but daylight in front of him and nobody within 10 yards of him.
So a punt situation as Gilbert drops back in punt formation. 6.5 seconds left here in quarter number 3. Brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Snap. Here's the kick. End over end kick. England's going to let this one bounce and roll as it rolls back to the 20, inside the 20 now, down to about the 18. And that's where Preston will put the ball in play when we go to the fourth quarter. Done with 3 here tonight. Preston leading 21-7 as we'll come back fourth quarter action right after this.
KACH.
At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we've been in business since 1948. And while many of the faces may have changed, there's one thing that still stays the same: our personalized customer service. Our customers will always come first, whatever your needs. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we have many different insurance options and can find the right option for you and your needs. Call us today to find out more. 208-852-2500. 208-852-2500, or drop by the office, 85 South State Street.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
KACH.
We'll start the fourth quarter. Preston leading 21-7. As they'll give it to Iverson straight ahead. Charles puts his head down, gets across the 20, now maybe up to the 20, so let's call it a gain of about 2, and it'll bring up second down and 18. Dan Hubbard and John Slaughter, along with Alan White, here this evening at Preston High School. John Beverly back in the studio on this chilly Friday evening.
Yeah, that ball's got to be kind of hard too, as cold as it is.
We're talking about being cold, but this isn't nearly as cold as it was last year in Minico for those 2 games.
Yeah, that's true too. I don't think I was ever so cold.
Rawlings in the backfield. He gets the handoff straight ahead, runs over a couple of people, gets up to about the 25.
Gain of about 5.
Call it about a gain of 4 on the play. And it's going to bring up third down and 4 for the Indians. That's Tate's first carry of the night.
Yeah, he's fired up. They won't let him while he's got
You didn't call that clipping that cost his team about 14 yards, and you're definitely going to catch the ire of the middle linebacker. Third down and about 3 here for the Indians. Rawlings stays in the backfield. Fake it to him. Now they try to throw deep.
Oh, he's holding
him. Now they call it.
Yeah.
As they call a pass interference as they had a hold on Inglet, and the pass interference penalty will go on Hunter Brannion.
You usually see one guy reach out and grab him, but I think both of them had a hold of him, impeding him as he was breaking loose for that ball.
So that'd be a 10-yard penalty, as it'll give the Indians a first down. 2 flags tonight against Snake River for 15 yards, and still none against the Indians tonight. Put the ball down right at the 40-yard line. First and 10 there for the Indians. Trips right. Single receiver left is Linhart. Give it back to Inglet. Coming around the right side. Gets around the 40. Runs into a man at the 45. Falls forward to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, that was Iverson. And, a great job by Iverson on that run as he turned up the corner. He had a couple of good blocks out in front. Was able to spin around and get about 8 yards out of it. 7-8 yards.
Second down. About 3 here for Preston. As we go under the 10-minute mark now here in the fourth quarter. Preston leading by 14. It's 21-7. As again, they'll send 3 receivers out here to the right. They'll empty the backfield, actually put 5 into the formation, as Linhart and Harris split out left. Snap. Oh, big hole right at the middle. Quarterback draw. Flags come down. That'll probably be a hold against Preston. This play will probably come back.
Yeah.
As Knapp ends up running for about 13 yards, but it's going to come back. First penalty of the night here against the Indians. Holding.
You jinxed them.
I did. You've been talking to Ron Smaley again, haven't you?
Yeah.
Every time Luke would miss a free throw, you jinxed him. They'll push the ball back to the 37-yard line. Second down and about 13 here for the Indians.
We're not the only ones that believe in jinxing. You listen to TV and pro sports, you get the same thing every time.
Yeah, but you know what? I've said again and again, there's nothing I can say or do that will make somebody make a mistake on the field. I can't jinx in favor of or in negative. It just doesn't work. So they empty in the backfield. Knapp's going to roll left, still rolling left, throws it low intentionally at Harris's feet. More of almost just a pass just to
make sure it's not intercepted.
Make sure it's not intercepted.
Yeah.
Kind of an intentional grounding. And it'll bring up third down and 15.
Yeah, he had a defender right over the top of him that could have picked it off had it been any higher.
Preston needs to get to the midfield stripe in order to get a first down. Third down and 14, actually, as they put the ball down at the 36-yard line. Again, Preston needs to win and get a little bit of help if they have any designs on making a postseason appearance this year, as they have in the last 2 years. As they throw, it's complete to Inglet up into the across midfield to have a first down as he gets up to the 47-yard line. That'll move the chains.
Yeah, and a good second effort by Inglet as he caught the ball, and then he had two defenders on him, but boy, he still pushed him back a couple of yards. Nice catch and moving forward on it.
17-yard reception, good for the first down.
I think those lights on out there on those cars is because they're turning the car and they have that switch on automatic lights. They don't realize the lights are on.
Could be. 3 receivers this time. They give it to Rawlings. Tate gets it back near the line of scrimmage. He might get a yard, maybe.
Nope, right at the goal, right at the down marker.
So it's second down and 10. That'll let the clock roll as we now go under 8 minutes to play. So what Preston needs right now is a good time-consuming drive.
Yep, use those little short outs, those wide outs, just out and down and out, and catch them about 10 yards.
As Knapp stands and waits, looking at the back judge as he now goes into the 5-second count. So they'll snap the ball, fake to Rawlings. He wants to roll right. It's again a naked bootleg, basically, and he's drugged down from behind after a short gain.
You know, I don't like to see quarterbacks do that, especially at this time of the game. You know, we're up by 14. Why chance injury?
5-yard gain for Knapp on the naked boot. Third down and 5.
He's going to say, huck it downfield.
You think so, do you?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll take your word for it. We'll see. Again, 3 receivers out here to the left. Linhart, the lone receiver, right. 6:35 to play here in the fourth. Handoff goes to Iverson. He gets spun around immediately. Then these bunch of more white shirt Panthers come in to clean him up. As coming through to make the initial contact was Drake Anderton, the big senior middle linebacker.
Yeah, he's a big boy. He comes in and he wrapped Iverson up and sent him for a loss.
So 4th down and 8, and Preston will punt it away as Knapp drops back into punt formation. Mortensen stands back at about his own 10-yard line. As again, Brecker stands and waits for the back judge. Puts both hands in the air to signify 10 seconds left in the count. And that ball just did get out of there. Mortensen waiting for it to come down at his 10. And 4, 5 blue-shirted Indians there to put him down almost immediately.
Yes, great coverage by Devin Inglet and Justin Inglet, both Inglets out there on that coverage.
Update from down at in Pocatello. The Indians have picked up a touchdown. It's now 20-14, and Pokey threatening again, have the ball at the Century 15-yard line.
So that'd be a big win for Pocatello.
Yes, it would.
Especially the way Century's been playing.
So 1st and 10 here for Snake River. They go back to that bunch formation. Handoff, Hawker spins forward. As you get up for about the 13-yard line. That'll allow the clock run down to 5.5 to play here in the 4th. 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. Staley in the game again at one of the running back spots. As this time they'll give it to Staley, coming around the right side and trying to get around the corner. And Devin English grabs him and slows him down, and 3 or 4 other teammates come along and finish him off.
Yeah, Devin English could have tackled him probably a little bit sooner, but he was trying to grab the ball loose. He grabbed a hold of the ball and was trying to wrestle him down, but that's a big, strong kid.
They teach you to do that, but ideally they want you to wrap up first and let the second and third man in and go after the ball.
Yeah.
Staley ends up picking up the first down, however. First and 10. Fake. Looking down the middle. Throws to Johnson. Dropped again.
Incomplete.
A little bit behind him. And a little low. He had to try to reach down toward that right knee as he was running away from us. That would have been slightly behind him. And he wasn't able to bring it in. Incomplete pass stops the clock with 4:18 left. So you immediately start to think pass. You need to locate Poulter as he split out right.
Blitz on.
They fake it to Staley. They just lob it down the middle and overthrow everybody by 10 yards. And it's again going to stop the clock and bring up 3rd down and 10.
Well, for Snake River to have any chance, they're going to have to throw because the clock will run too much on running plays. So for them to be able to get up 2 more touchdowns, actually 3 possessions in order to win. So not a lot of time left for 12.
Out of bounds, gets across midfield up to the 48-yard line and back-to-back first downs.
Yeah, Linhart's bump tried to get him out of bounds, but he kept his balance, and then Iverson finished it off with a nice bump out of bounds for him.
So back-to-back 15-yard runs for Staley. I don't know why they don't give it to him more.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, that bunch formation back in behind Gilbert, straight ahead, and it's Downs this time as Rawlings grabs the neck. I'm surprised that didn't get a flag for a horse collar. But they'll move the chains again. Another 15-yard gain. This one moves up to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, that was kind of a questionable non-call, but hey, you know what? We got one back.
Give it to Staley again as he goes around the right side. Again, gets his way into the Preston backfield. Gets across the 30 up to the 27.
Good tackle by Devin Englund as he hit him right in the midsection with his shoulder pads and grabbed a hold of him. He wasn't going anywhere.
That's a 7-yard gain this time for Staley. 2nd down and 3. But again, the clock becoming the enemy of Snake River as it's down to 3 minutes to play, and they need 2 scores at least.
Well, yeah, they could get an double extra point.
A little flip underneath. Oh, it's picked off as it was tipped by Iverson and intercepted by Cole Harris, his 2nd interception of the year.
Yeah, that's a bubble buster right there when it's just tipped up and comes right down into the arms of the defender.
He was just trying to just flip it forward and flip it over some guy's head, but Iverson was able to get up off the ground and tip it, and it came down right in the hands of Cole Harris.
Yeah. Great teamwork there by 2 of the stars, 2 of the seniors.
That's the first turnover of the game.
Yeah, Preston graduating 15 seniors this year. From the roster. So, but we still have some good talent below them.
And 2 of the seniors there combining on the takeaway. They give it to Englund, weaving his way through traffic. And he'll get up near the 40-yard line. That's a gain of about 8 on the play as Snake River now trying to tackle and pull at the ball.
Yeah, they're going to try everything they can to get the ball back.
Yeah,
down by 14.
Flag down, holding against Preston. That'll bring the play back. Push them back 10 yards. That's the second flag is all tonight against the Indians.
So we first down again, and 1st and 12. Oh, the 5-yard holding. Oh, no, there's the stick. Oh, 15-yard. What? Oh, no, I was going from the time of...
It's a spot foul, so it actually becomes about an 8-yard penalty as they put the ball down to 22.
That's right. I was looking from where he ended up.
So first down and long here for Preston. Again, they're just going to let the clock run. It's rolling. Down 2:17. Knapp watching the back judge, waiting for him to start counting down the snap count. And Brecker waiting in the shotgun. He wants to roll right, looking right. Now pump fake once, pump fake twice. Gets up to the 30 and slides down. And he gets about 8 of those yards back, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, Brecker gave himself up right there at the 30-yard line. That's where they marked it.
And now Snake River has to take a timeout, and they do. So a timeout on the field. Let's sneak one in ourselves. We're back right after this.
KACH.
The year is 1945. America is at war with Japan. The average home costs $5,000. And a day's worth of hard labor will earn you $9. 1945 is the year West Motor Company said, hey, let's sell cars in Cache Valley and give people a better car buying experience. Today, 75 years later, West Motor is still giving you a better experience. Right now, enjoy 0% financing or save more than ever on a new truck or SUV. See westmotorcompany.com for pictures, details, and discounts on every vehicle.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Tonight's game also brought to you in part by Rounds & Associates Insurance. As they have many options for you and your insurance coverage needs, you can drop by and see them at 85 South State Street here in Preston. Come in and get your competitive quote today or call them at 852-2500. 852-2500. 2nd and 10. After that scramble by Brecker Knapp, got 8 of the yards back. So they're back to where they started the series originally at the 30-yard line. 1:52 to play. Preston leading by 2 scores. Give it to Iverson, going around the left side. Gets a good block. Still on his feet. Around the corner, and he's busted another one. 50, 40, 30, 20. He's gone again. He had a 75 run earlier, and this one's going to go for 70 and a touchdown.
What's the old song? Turn out the lights. The party's over. That pretty much sealed the win for the Indians. As that beautiful run by Iverson, a good block out there.
Hold on, we've got the official. This one's going to come back. As Coach coming out of the field, wanted to know what exactly he saw. I didn't see the initial call by the official. But whatever it was seemed to be behind the play. In fact, the flag is way back here at the 33-yard line near the line of scrimmage.
I wonder what the call is.
So they walk it off about 10 yards, so it must have been a holding call.
Holding call, yeah.
And right where that flag was would have been right at the point of attack when he went around the left side.
Right.
So another penalty against the Indians.
After almost a perfect 3 quarters of no penalties, we've had 2.
Take the 70-yard touchdown run by Charles Iverson off the board. And it's going to be 2nd down and 18 again. Trips right again for Preston. Iverson again standing in the backfield. Clock runs down to 1:07. And nothing really Snake River can do about it other than just watch it run. Give it to Iverson. Keep it on the ground. Iverson runs up the back of Larson. And he's down there, and now Snake River will take a timeout. I don't know why they didn't take the timeout before instead of letting the 20 seconds or so run off the clock. Strange. Right. 56 seconds left. We'll be right back.
KACH. KACH.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric in Preston, Idaho. It's what we do.
A proud member of the Co-op, we save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston, Mink Creek.
Third down and about 14 here for the Indians. We're under a minute to play, so really they can just run it up inside the middle of the line and let the clock run after that. As Knapp wants to throw, throws down the middle, throws to Rawlings. He's hit, gets up to the 45-yard line, but it's going to be a first down.
Yeah, that's a big play. Rawlings got that. It could have been picked off, but that defender was just a little bit late getting to Rawlings, and he was able to haul it in and bring it down, went right to the ground, but good.
23-yard reception, good for the first down. And that, for all intents and purposes, will end it right here. Clock running with 44 seconds left. Preston just has to snap it one time.
Snap it and just kneel down. They'll probably go into victory formation.
Yes, they will, as Jaden Perkins comes in. He'll stand way back behind Brecker Knapp as Brecker will settle in.
Braden Westbeck comes in as a senior, getting to be in on this final play.
Clock down to 20. And Brecker takes the snap, takes the kneel down, and Preston doesn't have to snap it again as they break the 4-game losing streak, and they will go on to beat Snake River here tonight by the final score of 21-7, as once again Snake River's own offensive design almost proves to be their own worst enemy, as they don't get enough snaps of the ball to really get opportunities to put points on the board.
Yeah, that was good coaching right there. Getting the team together on the last 3 minutes of the ball game to be able to control the ball, control the pace, run the clock.
Fireworks going off. Preston wins it 21-7. We'll come back with the wrap-up on the way.
Tonight's game is brought to you by West Motors, celebrating their 75th year in the Cache Valley. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meats and produce, and now preparing and selling sushi. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest, for all the parts your car may need to keep running strong. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park region in Preston. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto, the Mutual of Enumclaw. Preston Pharmacy, now with their own phone app to help make tracking your prescriptions easier. And by Cornerstone Realty. When you're ready to sell your home or purchase the home of your dreams, call Cornerstone Realty. They want to be your agents. Now, stay tuned for the postgame show, coming right up.
Behind every project is a True Value. At Stokes Market and True Value in Preston, whether you need hardware, dog food, tools, batteries, plumbing supplies, paint, or cleaning products, you'll find them all. Plus a whole lot more at Stokes Market and True Value. With a large inventory, you'll find all the big name brands you trust and low prices every time you visit. So whether you're just starting or you're in the middle of a project, stop in today and visit our friendly, knowledgeable staff. Stokes Market and True Value, 217 South State.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
So I'm a typical banking customer.
And I'm a nearby ATM.
And I'm taking $20 out of my account.
And I'll process that $20 and take back $4.
Why do machines designed to give us money end up taking it right back? Introducing Kasasa, the free account that pays refunds on ATM fees and a lot more. To find a free Kasasa checking account near you, search Kasasa.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by the NC.
If it's time to sell your home, retail property, or land, make sure to hire the realtor that has your best interest in mind. This is Mike Hansen, broker at Cornerstone Real Estate. As a licensed real estate broker in Idaho and Utah, I have over 20 years of experience helping folks successfully sell property. I would like the opportunity to help you list and sell for the best price as quickly as possible. Call me today to schedule an appointment. Let's work together to make the sale of your property as simple and successful as possible. Mike Hansen, 801-510-1.
This is the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap tonight's game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at other games from around the area on the Ron Keller Tire scoreboard.
Well, we welcome you back here to Preston High School tonight as Preston able to win the final game of the regular season, snap a 4-game losing streak in the process as they go on to win over Snake River tonight, 21-7. As the times that Preston did have the ball, especially in the second half, the offense really started to work a lot better, John.
Yes, there was a couple players I thought that really stepped up, felt the motivation that they could win this game, and especially after we went up 14-7, a couple of calls changed some attitudes, and some players really stepped up. Tate Rawlings, even Brecker Knapp, his passing was a lot better, and they ran the ball with some effort in that third and fourth quarter.
Yeah, they did. As Charles Iverson had a 75-yard touchdown run, he had another run of 70. It was taken off the board because of a holding penalty late in the fourth quarter, but he really was the ground game in and of itself tonight, as he got all of except for probably 2 or 3 carries that Tate Rawlings got late in the fourth quarter. He was the ground game.
Yeah, he was, and did a great job. And their front line really took good care of him, and opened up some holes for him, and they were able to break it through. And even the short gains, the 4, 5, 6, 7 yards, were a big help to Iverson in the first half. Well, in the game.
Brecker Knapp ends up going 12 of 18 for 167 yards tonight. Like you said, he was passing more crisp tonight. He didn't get as many throws as what he normally did because the number of plays that Preston ran were down because of the offense that Snake River runs. They burned up a lot of clock just letting it run, but still the receptions that he did make were effective.
Yeah, and Preston realized that Snake River was going to run the ball and run the clock. So there wasn't an urgency. We knew it wasn't going to be a high-scoring game by any stretch of the imagination with as much running that we saw tonight with both teams.
As you look, for those watching on mylocalradio.com, you're looking at the seniors walking the length of the field one last time as they finish up winning their final home game tonight here on senior night as they beat Snake River by the final score of 21-7. Take a time out, come back. We'll have a little bit more here on the postgame show right after this.
KACH.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
Hi, everybody. It's Dan Hubbard for ChemDry of Northern Utah. Not too long ago, we found ourselves really needing to have our carpets cleaned. Dirt, stains, pet hair, and remnants of all those chemicals trying to melt snow from last winter had our carpets looking dull, dingy, and ugly. We called Teresa and Daryl at ChemDry of Northern Utah, and in a very short time, they had our carpets looking like new. Not only did they clean our carpets, but they got up all that leftover pet hair to the point where you couldn't tell that we had pets in the house at all. It was like we had brand new carpets all over again. So if you live anywhere in Cache County or in Box Elder County, call Teresa and Daryl at ChemDry of Northern Utah at 435-752-6100 and let them take care of your carpets. You won't be disappointed. We weren't. 435-752-6100 for ChemDry of North.
K-A-C-H. K-A-C-H.
Well, Preston wins it 21-7 here tonight. John, your final thoughts on here on the game this evening?
Well, I'm just ecstatic. I'm really happy with the way the Preston played. I really liked the coach's call. They played a clean game. I think maybe a total of 5 penalties in the whole game.
Right, yeah, for both sides.
You know, so that's a good, clean game, and it went fast. The clock went fast, and kids played, worked hard. It was just an enjoyable game to watch.
It was indeed an enjoyable game. So Preston ends the regular season as they finished their 8 games this year, 3-5, but they end on a positive note here tonight. Now they have to wait and see what else happens around. They needed to win and get some help from a couple other teams around to see if they have a chance to still make a postseason berth. We'll have to wait and see when the pairings come out the first part of next week on whether they have a game or not.
Yep, Preston's done everything they could to make it possible.
So if we do not have another football season, well, John, we'd like to thank you again for your fine work again this year as on our 8th football broadcast. It was again my pleasure to work with you again for our 3rd year.
Same here.
And our new cameraman who came in along the way, Mr. Alan White as well, who's
definitely not new.
Put him to work running the camera for us here. So that'll conclude, at least for now, another season of Preston Indian football. Have to wait and see what happens. Among other things, we look forward to not only the the girls soccer team playing for the state final state championship tomorrow against Twin Falls, but also the girls volleyball team at state next weekend as well. Other than that, we look forward to basketball. The girls basketball team gets started in a couple of weeks as they face Burley for their first game of the year coming up on November the 13th. The defending state champion Indian boys basketball team also hit the floor. They'll take the floor starting on Saturday, November the 26th, and will also be at Burley to open the 2021 season. And as always, we'll have those games for you here on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KECH and online at mylocalradio.com. That'll wrap up tonight's broadcast of Preston Indian football. The executive director of Preston Broadcasting is Val Sports. Our studio coordinator tonight has been John Beverly. For John Slaughter and for our cameraman Alan White, I'm Dan Hubbard saying thanks for listening and enjoy your weekend, everybody, as Preston beats Snake River 21-7. Until next time, from here at Preston High School, we wish you a very pleasant good night.
Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcast.